Assalamualikum OyaRahmatullahe OyaBarakatuhu. Welcome to my virtual classroom, MKA Classroom. Now let's start today's video tutorial.
Today we are going to discuss operating leverage. So our today's topic is operating leverage. So operating leverage, the use of fixed operating costs to magnify the effects of changes in sales on the firm's earning before interest and taxes. It says that the use of fixed operating cost, why use? To magnify the effect of changes in sales on the firm's EBIT. So here we will see operating leverage results from the existence of fixed cost that the firm must pay. Operating leverage comes from or results from existence of fixed cost that the firm must pay to operate. Now we will see, in our previous examples we have seen that operating leverage is the result of sales revenue minus cost of goods sold, gross profit minus operating expenses, then earning before interest and tax. So it has a relationship between sales and EBIT. So it has a great relationship between these two things. That means if you change sales, then with the having fixed cost, that means operating fixed cost, operating expenses, the result of these operating expenses, if you change sales, then there will be change in EBIT. Actually these are our operating leverage. So we can define operating leverage as the use of fixed operating costs to magnify the effects of changes in sales on the firm's earning before interest and taxes. Using the data for sales poster, we have discussed previously. Sales price P equal to 10 per unit, variable operating cost VC 5 per unit, fixed operating cost FC 2500. So we have shown that our break even is 500 units. The additional notions to graph indicated that the firm sales increased from 1000 to 1500 unit. That means Q1 to Q2. What will happen? So there EBIT increases 10,000 to 15,000. 10,000 to here is 10,000 and here is 15,000. So here increases 500 units, but here increases $5,000 or 5,000 taka as a EBIT. That is the effect of fixed operating cost. That's here says Q1 to Q2. EBIT increases from 2500 to 5000 EBIT 1 to EBIT 2. So here EBIT 1, so in previously EBIT was in here, and after that in here or EBIT. So EBIT 2500 to 500 in the table. So here we will see case 1 in our previous examples, 50% increase in sales, that means 1000 to 1500. And case 2, 50% decrease in sales, that is 1000 to 500 unit. So we can see in here, so here we see case 1 and case 2 EBIT for various sales level. So that is our 1000 unit sales, then we are seeing that then decreases 50%, that is sales is 500, and increase 50%, that is 1500. So in this case, that is our base sales, 1000 is our base sales. Then sales revenue 10,000, variable cost 5 taka per unit, then 5000, 10,000 unit into 5, fixed operating cost 2500, then our EBIT is 2500. So in this is our base case, case. So here we see this is our base case, this is our base case. So now increase the 50% in our sales, then what will happen? Then our sales should be 1500, then sales revenue 15,000, variable cost increases 7,500, but fixed operating cost is same, that is 2,500. Then our EBIT increases 5,000. You see that sales increases 50%, our revenue EBIT, earning before interest and taxes, increases 100%. So in here decreases 50%, and EBIT is 0, that means decreases EBIT 100%. So actually these are the effect of EBIT. So as increase in sales results in a more than proportional increase in EBIT, a decrease in sales results in a more than proportional decrease in EBIT. Now we will see degree of operating leverage. The numerical measure of the firm's operating leverage. Degree of operating leverage, that means measuring the degree of operating leverage, the numerical measure of the firm's operating leverage. So you will see the degree of operating leverage is a numerical measure of the firm's operating leverage. It can be delivered by the using of the equations. Degree of operating leverage, percentage change in EBIT divided by percentage change in sales. Whenever the percentage change in EBIT resulting from a given percentage change in sales is greater than the percentage change in sales, operating leverage exists. This means that
As long as doll is greater than 1, the operating leverage. This means that as long as doll is greater than 1, there is operating leverage. That means if the value of doll is greater than 1, there has the operating leverage. So in our previous examples we have seen that sales decreases 50%, increases 50%. As a result, EBIT decreases 100%, EBIT increases 100%. So now it is clear to us percentage change in EBIT divided by percentage change in sales, 50%, then 2. Our operating leverage is 2. Here also, whenever decreases our sales, then there the also our operating leverage 2. So because the result is greater than 1, operating leverage exists. So it is clear that operating leverage is greater than 1 and operating leverage exists. That means if our doll results is more than 1, there should have operating leverage. At EBIT equal to Q into P minus VC minus FC. Actually these are the formula for our EBIT, and this formula derived from in here, that is sales revenue, P from price per unit into quantity, fixed operating cost, variable operating cost per unit into quantity. So these are the formula for our EBIT. So thus here we will see doll at base level, sales level Q equal to Q into P minus VC. That means sales price per unit minus VC into quantity, and these are the EBIT. So here as an example, then substituting our Q quantity 1000, price 10 per unit, variable cost 5, fixed operating cost 2500. Then what is the doll at 1000 unit? Then here we will see 1000 unit into 10 minus 5, 1000 into 10 minus 5 into 2500. Then we have found that doll degree of operating leverage or operating leverage is 2. The use of the formula results the same value for doll 2 as founded by in our previous example. Here we have to remember that in previously we have calculated doll at sales level at quantity, that means quantity level. Here sales level at dollar or taka, because it is a very easy, that is total revenue we can found Q into P. So that is very easy. That means we have to convert our formula to the dollar amount. So here you will see total revenue equal to Q into P, total variable cost into Q into variable cost per unit. So in this way then FC, fixed operating cost. So in this way you can calculate very easy by the use of this doll formula. Doll as a total revenue or per or dollar value. So here we see. So finally we have conclude that change in fixed operating cost affect operating leverage significantly. Firms sometimes can alter the mix of fixed and variable cost in their operations. For example, a firm could make fixed dollar lease payments rather than payments equal to a specified percentage of sales, or it could compensate sales representatives with a fixed salary and bonus rather than a pure percentage of sales commission basis. The effect of changes in fixed operating cost on operating leverage can be best illustrated by communicating our examples. So here is another examples we will see. That the sales poster exchange a portion of its variable operating cost for fixed operating cost by eliminating sales commission and increase sales salaries. This exchange result in reduction variable operating cost per unit from 5 to 4.5 and increases the fixed operating cost 2,500 to 3,000. So although EBIT is shipped to 2,500 at 1,000 unit sales level is the same as before the shift operating cost structure, and here we will see our sales unit 1,000, our sales price per unit 10 taka, but reduction our variable cost 4.50 and also increase our fixed operating cost. As a result, we have operating leverage 2.2. Comparing the value of $2 before the shift to more fixed cost make it clear the higher the firm's fixed operating cost relative to variable operating cost and greater the degree of operating leverage. That means it increases operating leverage. This all about today. Stay home, stay safe. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuhu.